Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com with our report for Saturday, September 29th, 2018. College football has arrived. We'll be kicking off in just a few hours, about 14 hours from now. And we've got action going from Saturday morning all through Saturday night. We'll talk about that. We'll also have a free college football play for Saturday in just a bit. But first, if you've yet to become a member at DocSports.com, it's real easy. If you just want to try it out, you click on the link below the video and get set up for a free $60 account. You can use that to get any of my weekend daily packages, college and pro football, anybody else also of your choice over at DocSports.com, any of the handicappers over there. And I'll tell you what, right now, that $60 free account, just half of that will pay for my entire weekend of college and pro football over at DocSports.com. So it's free for you if you sign up for that free account. And also, you'll have half of it left over, that free credit to use with somebody else of your choice if that's what you decide to do. Anyway, it all starts by clicking on the link below the video. We have a lot of plays, a lot more than we had last week, and I like this weekend much better, especially in the NFL where we've got a total of 5 plays. We had, one go on Thursday night, which was either a push or a cover with the Vikings. If you did shop around and were able to have access to the 7.5, that was a winner or a push. We've got 4 more pro plays going Sunday and Monday. We've also got 6 college football plays on Saturday, including just my second 7-star main event of the college football season. Normally, in 5 weeks of college football action, we have at least 3 or 4. This is just the second one of the season. It goes on Saturday afternoon, so be sure to check that out if you get a chance to do so. Also wanted to mention that we passed in baseball last night, but our baseball for Saturday will be up after 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. The college and pro football package, it's been up since Thursday. You can go grab it right now as we speak. We're going to get to the free play in college football for Saturday in just a moment, but I did want to give you, as we always do on Fridays, the betting report, the sharps versus the squares. And today we are using the William Hill numbers that they sent out a little bit earlier on Friday, late afternoon. We'll tell you where the key games are as far as the betting reports at William Hill, Nevada, and New Jersey, and also where the pros and the Joes are butting heads. And let's start by talking about Syracuse-Clemson, where 58% of the tickets, or pretty much the Joes, so to speak, are on the queue. Syracuse plus the points, but the number, which opened as low as 21 offshore, as high as 25.5 on Friday evening. Clemson getting 69% of the money. So the public on the Cuse, sharper money on the Clemson Tigers. Central Florida, and an interesting note here, Central Florida's laying 13 or so to the Pitt Panthers, and the public's all over Central Florida. 85% of the tickets on the Golden Knights, yet 61% of the overall money coming in on the underdog Pittsburgh Panthers. Big SEC clash, Kentucky and South Carolina. Right now, Kentucky getting about 63% of the tickets, 65% of the overall money at William Hill on this game on the South Carolina Gamecocks, and that's what I like. If I had to play this game, I'd be on South Carolina. I think we talked about that on the excuse me, on the podcast with Indian Cowboy the other day, that I actually do like South Carolina in that particular matchup. Wanted to mention one of the overwhelming everybody's on it games this week, and that is Western Michigan, who's on the road over Miami, Ohio, and this one flipped favorites. Miami opened the favorite. Now Western Michigan is a short favorite. 81% of the tickets, 98% of the money on Western Michigan. But if you missed out on what the line was when it opened, then you might as well pass as far as I'm concerned, because that sharp money that's built up to 98% on Western Michigan, that didn't come in when Western Michigan became the favorite. That was obviously when they were getting a couple of points from Miami, Ohio. Florida State and Louisville. Florida State, 62% of the tickets. Louisville, though, getting 56% of the money. So Louisville, the sharp side, public on the Seminoles. The big battle between Ohio State and Penn State, at least at William Hill, it's kind of one-sided. 65% of the tickets on the Buckeyes, 55% of the overall money also on Ohio State. Back to Joes versus Pros. The public all over Georgia, 71% of the tickets. But as far as Tennessee is concerned, they're getting 58% of the overall money. The Pros on Tennessee, the Joes on Georgia. I completely left that one off my card. Here's one I disagree with. Texas taking on K-State. Texas laying, about 8.5 points or thereabouts. It's on the road. It's against Kansas State. they've got a Red River rivalry game to worry about still. Texas, 73% of the tickets, 91% of the money against the spread has come in on the Texas Longhorns in this game over K-State. I'll say one thing that Bill Snyder said earlier this week. He's tired of watching his offensive coordinator's play calling, and he's taking over the play calling of the offense in this game against Texas on Saturday. I can't put my money down on Texas in this spot, folks. Another Joes versus Pros, SEC style, Florida getting about 55% of the tickets in their game with Mississippi State, but the Bulldogs, 54% of the overall money. LSU and Ole Miss, LSU 77% of the tickets, but Ole Miss getting 64% of the money, so LSU is the public favorite there. The favorite of the Sharps happens to be Ole Miss. LSU laying about 10.5 in that one. Hawaii and San Jose State. I was just doing a show on Friday at the Cosmopolitan Race and Sportsbook with T.C. Martin and Brian Benowitz. And Hawaii getting 75% of the tickets, laying about 10.5 to San Jose State. The Spartans of San Jose, though, 57% of the overall money. Sharps on San Jose State, that's our side also. Public on Hawaii. And finally, Oregon getting 62% of the betting tickets in their game against Cal. Oregon laying a couple of points here. The Cal Golden Bears, though, getting 58% of the money. So the Joes on Oregon, the Pros on California. And I happen to agree with the Pros in that one also. That doesn't mean that Cal comes through. But anyway, the sharper or more respected money coming in on the Golden Bears in that one. Before I get to the free play for Saturday, quick note, we'll do this again on Saturday night by 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll have Sunday's report. We'll also get you caught up on the betting report where the Pros and the Joes are in the NFL for Sunday's card. That'll be about 8:30 Pacific time on Saturday night. Don't forget the College of Pro Football packages are available right now at DocSports.com. In fact, they're combined, so one price gets the entire weekend. 10 more plays to go. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, college football and the NFL. We played right through the Monday night game between KC and Denver. 7-star main event, top Saturday's card in college football. 31 and 16, excuse me, with our last 47 college football main events. And on Sunday, our card is topped off by a big 6-star knockout. So don't miss out over the next few days. 10 plays over at DocSports.com. All right, let's get to our free play for Saturday. This game goes at 12 noon Eastern time. We're going to take the points with Team 127, the Temple Owls over Boston College. Listen, I'm taking the points here. This number has come down a little since it opened, but not enough to break me off of being on the Temple side here. I think this promises to be an ugly snot knocker type of affair, and we expect a game where maybe 20, 23 points could very well be the amount scored by the team that wins the game outright. Listen, Temple's offense, we know it, nothing to write home about, but their stout defense just propelled them to back-to-back wins over Maryland and Tulsa. Meanwhile, Boston College, that offense hit the skids as soon as the level of competition picked up. We went against them. We took Purdue, and the Eagles scored just 13 points, just 2.5 yards per carry on the ground. 144 yards passing was all they had on about 5 yards per pass. Listen, the defense played well. They held Purdue down as far as the running game was concerned, but we expect a slugfest in this one. We don't think either offense is going to have a big advantage or put up a ton of points, and so we'll take the 13 with the Temple Owls on the road over Boston College. That's our free play for Saturday. Hey, listen, we appreciate all of you who have chimed in, positive or negative. And listen, if you like what you hear, click on that thumbs up key. If you have yet to subscribe, please be sure to do so. We do appreciate those who have done so thus far. Let's put Saturday in the win column, and I'll be right back here Saturday night, no later than 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, with Sunday's Pro Football Report. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Best of luck on Saturday.